Hello bookworms! Today I'm here with another Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday is created by Lainey of Ginger Reads Lainey. I'll link her channel down below. And this week's topic is the top 5 tropes that you hate. So here we go. The first trope that I cannot stand that is in so many YA books is love triangles. I hate love triangles so much. I don't understand why they're constantly included. I get that it adds drama or whatever, but I feel like they're just so unrealistic, and I feel like you can't be that in love with two people. Like, if you are that confused between picking somebody, then you probably don't love either one of them as much as you think that you might. It just drives me nuts. It's so overused. It's just, ugh. It takes a lot for me to enjoy a book with a love triangle. There are like very few that come to mind that I enjoy, and I just don't think that it adds anything to the story. I just don't like it. I don't. And then keeping in line with love-related things, the next trope that I cannot stand is Instalove. I just don't understand how two characters can see each other and just know, like, that's it. They're immediately in love. Like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, I think that you really need to get to know someone and see all different sides of their personality before you can be like, yes, no matter what, this is the person for me. Because yes, there can be initial attraction, and attraction is very important when you are forming a relationship, but it's not the sole basis of what a relationship is about. There's like so much more that goes into it. So that is just another thing that really drives me crazy, despite however many supernatural elements the author wants to add to claim that this is like the reason why Instalove is happening. Like, it just doesn't really work for me. The third trope that I really dislike is the absence of family. There are a lot of books out there where there are teenagers that are just getting into all of these different kinds of situations, and they really don't have any guidance from parents or adults or anything. That is like how it is for some people. Not everybody is lucky enough to have parents that are willing to help them and willing to, you know, give them advice and do whatever. But I really do enjoy the stories that have family in them. For instance, Jenny Han's duology of To All the Boys I Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You. The reason that I love that so much is because of the element of family. I love that Lara Jean and her sisters are so close, and they're so close with their dad, and it just like added so much to the story. Like, for me, like, I obviously really enjoy her romance with Peter Kay, but what really like makes it for me is the song Sisters. I just think that it's so like refreshing to read about a family that has such a strong bond with one another. The fourth trope that I really dislike is the manic pixie dream girl. Again, there are some scenarios where I feel like this works. For instance, Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim. I think that that works really well. She's a great example of a manic pixie dream girl that is not annoying and that I really enjoy. But there are other ones that I just cannot stand. Like, for instance, Margot from Paper Towns is probably one of my least favorite characters in any book that I've ever read. Like, I just really could not stand her. Everything that she did just like annoyed me, and especially as I kept reading, I just kept disliking her more and more and more. And then the last trope that I really dislike is something that happens a lot more in comics than it does in YA books. And I actually had to look up a term to describe exactly what it is that I'm trying to say. And apparently Gail Simone wrote a whole thing about it like a long time ago and called it fridging. And that is basically when there are female characters in a story that exist solely to further the plot of male characters. Like, the female characters tend to die a lot more, or they're really only there to like affect what's going on in the male character's life. I think a really good example of this is a recent film, which is Ant-Man, which is like the most recent Marvel movie. Evangeline Lilly's character, the Wasp, she's an awesome character, and she had the potential to be so amazing, but she really didn't get to do anything for that entire movie, and it seemed like the only reason that she was there was to further the plot for Scott and to add like a layer of emotion to her father's storyline. Like, she didn't really have anything to bring to the table like for herself. So I just hate when females are underused, and I really wish that that's something that they would like stay away from. It is changing a little bit in comics, which is nice, but it definitely used to be like a much bigger problem. So those are the top 5 tropes that I really just cannot stand. I would love to know which ones you're really tired of seeing, or if you like any of the tropes that I hate, you can tell me why in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!